Coach, well, first let's start here, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. What is it? 7:18 in the morning, and I've been up since 5. I'm ready.
Good deal, good deal. Well, you know, we're sitting in the stands at the vet, and you just mentioned it's your first time in the stands.
Oh, this is my first time. This is nice.
Yeah.
I want better.
Yeah.
But this is nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, as you look out there at your players stretching, getting ready for today's workout, what do you see? And how do you feel when you see it?
Hope, promise, expectation, want. That it's a bit of cockiness down there that I like. I like that. Like it's a whole lot of edge down there. It's a whole lot of catch and feel like, man, I can't wait to put on.
Yeah.
I can't wait to pack this. That's not my feeling. That's their feeling. And they're permeating that everywhere, man. I love the way they're going about their jobs.
Because, Coach, I tell you, this place gets packed now.
I can't wait to see it. I've heard.
Yeah.
I need to see it. I'm from that school. I need to see it.
Show me.
Show me.
You from Florida, but got the Missouri.
Yeah, you go. There you go. I need to see it. I need to see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be electric, man. The fans will be back in the stands, 100% capacity.
God,
both bands will be here. We were leading in attendance every year.
Yeah.
And that's before the prime effect.
That's
So
that's BP.
Yeah,
that's
BP before prime.
Yeah, and that's 33,000, man, and I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
But this, people are getting those season tickets. They're still available, but the tailgating pass is still available. So we're gonna pack it out for you and see this show.
You know what I'm excited about? See, I've been in packed houses. Now I've been in stadiums that stadiums, college stadiums, all that, high school stadiums. But I've never been in one packed majority of black people. That's I can't wait to experience that in the sonic boom, and I can't wait to feel that. I can't.
Yeah. It's certainly an atmosphere. This morning we got here. You happen to be blessed in this area, challenged in this area, whatever you want to shape it, to literally have 2 of your biological sons on the team.
Yep.
And some people
one
out
of them
there
getting on my last nerve right now.
That's what I was going to talk to you about.
One getting on my last nerve.
A lot of
now.
folks, they have this notion there's some daddy ball going on.
Ain't no daddy ball. First
I know
of all, I've coached my sons from the floor up. So you won't even know which one is my son if you carried on and watch us get down. Now, Shador called last night. I think he called like 9 o'clock that I saw this morning. I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
And he's a little ill, so he's out today. But that gives our other quarterbacks more reps.
Sure. Well, we saw you coaching up your other son, number 21. And tell you what, by the way you were coaching him up, you're exactly right. Nobody know that was your son.
No, I don't
because you
play
treat
that,
him all
man.
the same.
Yeah, because just don't have the proper shorts on, and everything is strategic. Everything is structured. And I told the kids the other night, I want you to separate yourself by your game, not by what you wear. Don't want that. I don't want you to discard protocol, what we tell you to wear, because you're different. Not saying that he did that, but he did get his butt up and get there early enough to get the shorts, the proper shorts, and everyone else got on. And several others did the same thing.
It's called coaching, Coach.
There you go.
It's called coaching. And speaking of that, have you found whether it's this generation of athlete with their age or even amongst your own staff, have you found yourself having to shift to explaining why versus just doing
we always try to explain the why.
Okay.
Because that prompts because. So we always try our best to explain the why, because this generation is a little different. I think this generation is more athletic. I think they're bigger, stronger, and faster, but the understanding of the game is not as prevalent as our generations.
So we're in early July, man. We're less than 60 days away from that first game in Miami. And you closed out the spring season by emphatically stating that ain't what it's supposed to look like. When you see what you have here, and I know it's the early phases of them getting their strength and conditioning in, how close is it being to what you want it to look like?
I tell you what, in our team meeting the other night, we had everybody that came in the spring to now stand, and 85% of them kids.
Wow.
This is a new thing. This is a whole new thing. So now the thought process of when this game gets tight and we supposed to take that lead and be dominant, now we understand that. because we didn't understand that. I'm sitting on the sideline and coaching, and you saw it.
Yeah.
When the game gets tight, something inside said, "We don't supposed to win this."
Yeah. Yeah. The switch clicks off.
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Please,
Right.
I wonder if this Three Stooges slap everybody, just line them up.
Hey, some of y'all out there,
They don't know about no Three Stooges. They don't know about no Three Stooges. I seen the look in their eyes, man. I seen the look in their eyes. I seen it. It went in there.
But now you got guys.
Oh, yeah.
That's the moment they want.
Well, see, we got guys now that really feel like they're gonna go pro. See, it's one thing to say it. It is one thing to really be about it.
Yeah.
These guys now, the majority, really feels like, hey man, we going pro. We going pro. This pro or bust. That's what we gonna do.
Yeah.
It ain't just talking about it and it's a dream. It's a thought and a reality that this is supposed to happen.
Yeah. So you got some guys whose reason to do it is greater than their reason not to do it.
Amen.
And in the spring, you had some guys like, well, you know, I don't have a future in this, so shut it down.
Because they hadn't seen nothing matriculate from.
Yeah.
And when you hadn't seen, when you hadn't seen everybody, you see everybody go to the mall, but ain't nobody buying nothing. Sooner or later, you know, stop thinking, well, we at the mall.
Man, one of your coaches over in basketball, Coach Burke, he called me the analogy king. I'm finna pass that time to you. This man said, you see him at the mall with everybody.
Ain't buying that. We gotta get something.
Yeah, that's all right.
But
that's all right.
also, what's happening as well is this competition. Look at all the receivers, man. It's so competitive. You see, we got a thought process of who's gonna start, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Secondary is same. The whole offensive line and defensive line gonna look totally different. Even I think the linebackers gonna look totally different. The running backs are totally different. It's not one position that hadn't been upgraded tremendously.
And I think that's one of the approaches that's new to our fan base. Is that so? We had arguably some success at say linebacker this past spring, but here you brought in some.
On what you go.
That's why I say. That's why I say arguably. You know.
No.
You know. There's some people.
Interrupted, but your success might not be my success.
Understood.
Or the staff success.
Understood.
So
understood.
Yeah, that's different.
So I understand when the SWAC gives somebody an award, that don't mean prime.
No.
I get that.
I've been here.
Yeah. And we want to go there with you.
I've been here.
So some of our fan base, because of the past, would say, "Oh man, bringing in new linebackers. We already got linebackers."
And we don't settle.
No. And you see that in each unit that's out there.
Right.
Like, Alexis, get some footage right there while we're talking. Yeah. I mean, you see that in each unit. The receiving core is deep. The secondary is deep.
The running backs are deep.
Yeah,
The line is deep. The defensive line is, look at that. That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
The defensive line is deep. I mean, every position is deep. Secondary, you're going to see a couple more in the next few days. You'll see a couple more pop up in the next few days. The linemen, I think we're still missing two, maybe three linemen, and you're missing two more defensive linemen as well.
And you know, that again, that we talk about leveling the playing field, we talk about raising standards, this, that, and the other. This is the way that Alabama do. You know, Nick Saban ain't sitting around saying, "Oh, I got enough good linebackers. Oh, I got enough good safeties. Oh, I got enough, good receivers." He getting all he can, and that, I think that's foreign to us, not just at Jackson State. That's foreign just HBCU wide.
It is. That has to change, man. That has to change. You know, I got a refrigerator full of food, but I'm still hungry.
Yeah. There you go, another one. There you go, another one.
I'm still hungry, man.
Yeah.
I'm still hungry. I still got to eat.
Yeah.
And these kids out here, it is so darn competitive right now. I love it because they know they can't slip.
Yeah. And I think they know what you know is that ain't nobody started yet.
Two. We have two starters.
Okay.
Yeah. We have two starters right now. I'm drawing a blank. Quarterback, Shador, is certainly a starter. Now left guard.
Spencer.
Big Spence. How can I forget big old Spence? I love Spence, man. His work ethic in the weight room, on the field, and in the classroom is epic.
And that's why he has that
He's
nod already.
dominant in all phases.
Okay.
All phases. So we have 2 starters right now. That's it. At this point,
Yeah.
on this date, we have 2 starters. Everything is open house. They know I'm dead serious about that. We play the best men. That's what we gonna play. We gonna play.
There's no
the
doubt
best.
about that. And I tell folks, you know, when I'm off to the side talking to him, one thing I know about Coach Prime, now he a winner.
Yeah.
He want to win, and he ain't finna do nothing for popularity's sake or being nice or politically correct that adversely impacts winning. So, best people gonna see the field.
That's it. I'm already popular. I'm good. I'm good at that. And I tell the kids all the time, man, I'm committed and I'm not sensitive, but I'm a winner.
Yeah.
And we gonna win. So I'm dedicated to winning. Whatever that takes, we gonna do it. We gotta do it.
So you open that door, let's walk through. Most of your colleagues around the SWAC, other head coaches, HBCUs, even college coaches for that matter, they get measured by winning the championship. You got a dual measurement being who you are and what you bring to the table, and that's in getting these guys to the NFL.
That's right. And winning.
Is that fair?
I love it. Man, I love it. What is winning? Like, what is your definition of winning? Is it games? Is it lives? Is it getting to the next level? My definition of winning is broad. First of all, I got to build young men and make sure they're men and assets to the community. So some of the private conversations that we may even have off the field, some of the Zoom calls that we may have with our team has nothing to do with football. It has everything to do with building men. Secondly, just building men as football players and professionals and understand the expectation of the job. And thirdly, we want these guys to get to the next level. We really do. I mean, to get to the next level and go to the professional rankings. And they have it. A lot of them have it. They really do.
Yeah, you can see it in them. They want it.
See,
They
this
want
is
it
a
just
whole
as
new
much as you
schedule.
want it for them.
I'm thank you for sitting in the stands today, because now, see, this is a whole new schedule we just implemented today, and I'm getting to sit up here and see how it looks.
Yeah,
Usually I'm on grass,
no doubt.
you know, going back
Station to
and forth.
station.
Yeah, station to station, but to see how it looks.
Well, it won't be long for you doing this at right outside your office.
Wow.
Got the turf field
Thank
going
y'all,
down.
man, for posting them pictures that I stole from y'all. But look, I'm gonna tell you something, man. That looks good.
It does, man.
God,
It
that
does.
looks good.
Coach, I'm born and raised in West Jackson. As you know, I went to Jack State, and that looks good. They ain't never looked that good. Like, and that's what you want. You don't want to settle. You want to keep doing this. And a lot of folks don't realize now it's not just a turf field. You got some other fields going next to it.
Yeah, we got a grass field going. We got a running hill as well. And let me touch on this, because I want you to ride with me with this.
Okay.
You remember months ago when I was talking about this field coming in, then I made a statement like, we got to get a new track. We got to, and some of the track folks say, well, we got to move, because I'm trying to get you a new track. Now, how does that look right now?
That track around that turf field,
Man, don't make me get up and
the
run.
comparison.
But you see,
Yeah,
now,
it's a contrast.
now, yeah.
It's a contrast.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's the vision. That's what we was talking about. And they ain't get it. But so now, you got a beautiful new turf field
Next to that.
and a track that's not on the same level, and I'm being modest.
Well, you know, I used to see this meme out there, and it was a little girl with a small teddy bear and the image of Jesus Christ. He had a bigger bear behind his back, and he was trying to take the little bear from him. No, like, no. And so a lot of folks don't understand what we're trying to build and get to, that you're not losing something. And it's almost like even the transfer portal. Everybody was up in arms when somebody leaves. If they can see what we see,
Do you see this?
like, ain't nobody left. We grew. This is addition via subtraction.
Like this is, you lose 1 and 4 come.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You see this, like, every kid has a sheet of paper in their hand. What that is that's the look. So now they can look down and see where you're supposed to be, and give the defense the opposing unit that look.
Yeah.
So we get it right. Then they just switch.
So you'll have the 1s and 2s on one end, the 3s and 4s on another end, so you're getting reps.
You know what I love about
Defense
that
on this
coach?
end, offense on this end.
This still a school.
Yeah.
We got to teach. And I love to see instruction taking place and coaching taking place. There's so many times in HBCU SWAC Jackson State space, guy comes in regardless of sport. Guy comes in at a certain talent level, leaves at that talent level.
You can't do that.
Like there has to be some development
fail,
process.
man.
Yeah, exactly. That's a failure. I don't care how much we won. That's a failure.
You would not take your butt on that beautiful campus over there at Jackson State with a senior in high school's mind and leave 4 years later with the same mindset. So why would we do that? That don't make sense.
That doesn't. It doesn't. You got to develop.
You got to develop. You got to develop these young men.
Let's get a shot of the paper in the defense hand right there.
Stuff that Alabama does. A lot of stuff that Alabama does.
That's why we as a people are so reluctant to go ask somebody who's been there and done it. How'd you do it? We go,
Pride. You talking about one of the winningest programs in the history of college football. And if I'm gonna sit there and shoot a commercial with Nick Saban for 2 days, you don't think I'm gonna sit up on that? Would you just say, Nick?
So some can rub. So some can
Nick,
rub.
man, please. And then the coaching staff, they welcomed Big O. Coach O went up there and gleaned from their director of recruiting, and he got so much knowledge and wisdom and understanding on how they do things. And then our coaches as well. It's unbelievable.
I want to know the temperature of their water.
Exactly.
I want to know what Windex they use to clean the glass. Like I want to know everything about that program because that is the personification, the epitome of what people want to do in college football.
What we're trying to accomplish. Exactly.
So to have a coach who not only has the wherewithal, but the relationships to make that phone call, say, man, let me come talk to you. And then another thing that people miss, no matter how much they follow these shows or other things, is that you also offer that to coaches who are trying to be like you.
Man, anybody else. Our staff, I don't know if it's next weekend or weekend after, we're still waiting on the date today, but we have two coaches, two college coaches coming down to Texas. I got a coaches retreat. I'm bringing all the staff to my crib, and we're just gonna sit there for 2 days and glean from one another and learn how they do what they do and why they do what they do to come back and help our kids.
Because ultimately, that's what we're trying to do.
We're in the kids' business.
Yeah,
we got to give these kids all the tools to become successful. If not, we're cheating.
Yeah.
We cheating.
And if we make it about us, we're cheating. Like even with this program, it's about student athletes. It's about growing this.
At the end of the day, man, I want to hear "Well done, my faithful servant." That's what I want to hear. That's my goal. That's what I want to hear. And back to what you were saying with what's winning to us. Winning is winning games, getting these kids to the next level, which is the professional level, and building these kids for life, preparing them for life, so they can be assets as fathers, as sons, as brothers, as entrepreneurs, as businessmen, as leaders. That's what we're trying to do with these kids, man.
Yeah.
I love some of the conversations that we have, like off record with the kids. They're unbelievable because I tell them, man, God allowed me to go through everything so that I can help you. It's not too many places you can endeavor going that I hadn't been. I sat in the cafeteria yesterday with all the linemen, man, with several of the linemen, and the Q&As there was unbelievable.
That's all right.
Yeah, and I love it.
Yeah, that and you can't put a price on that
at all.
There are things you and I learned 30 years ago that we didn't realize we were learning, and then it may have took 20 years after learning it before. Oh man, I used that today, and I remember when the guy taught it to me because it was a life lesson. It wasn't to do this next week thing.
That's right.
It was just something to have in the back of your mind, and those conversations and the exposure that they get, and even learning how to navigate media and ignore cameras and still do your job. That you can't put a price of value on that and what that means for your life going forward.
And did you see this line? You see all 3 lines?
This is a game, man. It don't look like spring.
I love it. I'm going. I ain't got time for you no more. Bye.